Hello everyone, this is Sam with the Gent Mafia, and we are back in some NBA 2K17, talking Stefan, talking playoffs, or the end of the playoffs, I guess I should say. So, unfortunately, I was correct. The Golden State Warriors ended up beating us. It was a sweep, unfortunately. 4-0. Honestly, it wasn't even close. The first two games, especially, when we went into Golden State, those were absolute blowouts. I'm talking like 20, 30-point blowouts. They just played better than us. Plain and simple, they're a better team than we are. The team just didn't show up in the playoffs. We didn't have scoring. The defense was honestly pretty good, but we just couldn't score. We couldn't keep up to the volume that they were playing. And then any of the guys that we had that would score, they just had defenders in the right spots to take care of them. So Justice, he was D'd up. Gordon Hayward, any of our 3s and 4s, they were completely D'd up. Because you had, Draymond Green. Draymond Green matched up very, very well with Favors. I was actually surprised by that. I thought that was going to be one of the ways that we were going to be able to exploit him. And there's Curry blowing by me. I saw a lot of that. Curry took advantage of me. But, so let's get back to talking about some of the other matchups. I believe that Favors was going to have a solid, game. Rebounds for sure. I figured we would have them easy in rebounds. The only issue is that they don't miss very much, just because they have loaded talent all across the board, and our bench I figured would be decent enough to be able to at least keep us in the game, but that wasn't the case either. So across the board we completely failed, and we just got blown out. Matter of fact, this is honestly game 4 was the closest out of all of the games. And even at the end, you'll come to see it wasn't that close even still. But it was definitely the closest. I had little to no impact in the games. I really didn't. I tried to pass and facilitate, but their defense was just so good. It was so good constantly. Almost, it seemed like every trip we would try to move around and look for a good shot, but we couldn't. They'd either, have quick hands like you just saw there, Draymond swatting the ball away out of bounds. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. 8 seconds, I guess that's a lot of time in basketball, but, when you're doing this almost every single time down the court, getting to the end of shot clocks, you're going to be forcing up bad shots, and that's what ended up happening a lot. We ended up putting out a lot of contested jumpers, a lot of contested layups, just bad shots in general. As you can see here, I'm sitting there with 5 seconds left. Nobody's open. I pass it to Justice. 2-1, and he throws up some garbage. Luckily, Zaza fouled Favors there. But that was what it was consistently, every single game. So what you're seeing right there, this is pretty much how it was every single game, except it wasn't even close. They were hitting a lot more than we were. They were just on target. They knew what they were doing. We weren't ready. So we ended up losing that one. We lost the series, completely swept out, and then they ended up going on to win the finals. The East was an absolute joke. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump this nice little dunk by Gordon Hayward there. So that was kind of cool to see. So we ended the game 101-89. That was actually fairly close, I guess, considering how the rest of them went. We ended up losing game 4, and then this is going to be how it turns out. Golden State played Boston in the finals. They beat them in 5 games. It just wasn't even close. Curry, of course, finals MVP. So the thing that was kind of cool was the offseason. Well, it was kind of cool because, I'm going to say kind of because it was really short. So basically, I was at the end of my contract. I guess I had a 1-year deal, and I got to go through and choose 3 teams. I ended up picking Utah, Timberwolves, and Pacers. Those are just the 3 teams I think I would play for. Honestly, the Timberwolves probably would have been a smart choice, but I have Justice. We're building something here. So I stuck with it. Timberwolves were definitely my next choice. I would definitely really, really want to go play for them. And as you can see here, I was just sitting there, asking more money. I tried to get everything I could out of these people. In the end, though, I ended up staying with the Utah Jazz. 395, that's not terrible, I guess. Justice got paid as well. Justice got paid. So I think because both of us just got some big bucks here, we're going to, as you can see there, we're just sitting there signing our names away, signing our lives away. and that's the end of that. Because they had to redo our contracts and they had to, sign us to extensions, that didn't give us a lot to play with in free agency. Unfortunately, I hate to say that. So I haven't really gotten a chance to look. I mean, I'm at the beginning of the season. So I'm just kind of looking around. I don't know what happened to any of the other teams. I don't know any of the moves that have been made. I have no idea. I'm still worried about Golden State. I don't know if they had to end up moving anybody or what was going on. But Golden State still floating around out there. Still big trouble for us. So we're going to see what happened with them. Hopefully they lost somebody. So that way it'll give us a shot, because honestly, we didn't come back in with anybody. We have nobody new added to the roster. Matter of fact, I would argue that we're worse off now. I feel like we've lost some depth to our team. So there is definitely going to be some issues going forward, especially with the scoring thing, which is also going to be another reason why I am going to be taking a break from 2K, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing in the association mode. I'm going to be going through and trying to earn some coins to go ahead and make myself better, so that way I'm going to be able to put up more of a scoring in the upcoming season. I'm looking forward to increasing my athletics. I think I'll probably I want to at least get to 90 speed, and then hopefully max out playmaker. So I'm aiming for probably 50,000 coins, or 50,000 VC, I guess. I'm probably going to be aiming for that. So I'm going to be playing some games in the association mode. I fantasy drafted a team. I think we're looking pretty good. So that's going to be what we're doing. So we're going to take a look at the minutes here. As you can see, I've still got the most minutes. Justice, Gordon Hayward still really low. Favors is low. Gobert is low. Rodney Hood coming off the bench, still good. Alec Burks, good. Exum's pretty solid. We did end up adding Marjanovic. Not terrible, but we just lost a really big player in Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson was very important to the team, so we ended up losing him. We got Vince Carter in return, but Vince Carter is aged way beyond his prime. Anderson Varejao is okay. He's a solid backup, I guess, for our centers. He'll get you some hustle rebounds and stuff like that, but otherwise, for the most part, our team just got worse. So I think that's going to put a little bit more pressure on Justice and I. So that's going to kind of be how I leave this off. A lot of room for improvement. We definitely did pretty well, especially for a rookie season. I mean, we made it into the playoffs. We got past the first round, ended up losing to the NBA champions. So that's not a very terrible way to go out. I'm looking forward to the upcoming season, and I hope you guys are as well. I'm Sam with the Gent Mafia. Stefan coming at you next season. Hopefully bigger, better, stronger. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.